Okay everybody, so I know it's been another month and I haven't made another Lacewing video. I've been going through some things, high school's starting up and, back to school and all that. I'm going to try and take a look at a few things today and we'll see what we can do. The first thing that we're going to take a look at is how we can actually kick a peer in the game. So I'm sorry if there's any background sounds, because that's like the #1 issue when I record these videos is there's either people talking or there's a vacuum on, because my room's right beside the I think they call it the furnace room or something like that. Yeah, we got the vacuum in there, all the air conditioning stuff, so that's why it's hard sometimes. Well, anyways, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our event editor, and by the way, we're working on the current MFA file, which is the one from the Lacewing server. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna click on the application. Then we're gonna go down to the values and we're gonna add a string. So we're gonna change global. Click this twice until it says global string B. I'll explain this maybe in another video when we do usernames, but global string B we'll just do is host, just like that. So on the lobby list screen, when it said under the create section, when you click the create button, it creates the channel, blah blah blah. What you're going to do is we're going to right click under the special conditions on this event. We're going to set global string, and then we're going to go to is host. We're going to do is host, and then if we go to the join, where we double click on the name and it will connect us to that channel, or we do whatever, we will do is, why am I putting these in capitals, is not host. Is not host. I'll just change the capitals on these. It doesn't matter if you have capitals, it's just that if you do, you actually have to put them in, so I don't want to worry about that. So now if we go back to the game screen, what we can actually do is we're going to actually add a player list. Now we're just going to do this with the list object for now, just to make it easy. So we go to here, and just make it just about that big. And then what we're going to do is under one of these events on channel peer loop, it's going to add a line. We're going to get the peer, so we're going to click on Lacewing, selected channel, selected peer name, and just like that. So if I go and quickly build this, and build it in my music folder, and yes. So if we go into here, this one right here, we should have the game opened up and all that. Now, I've said this a million times, these are all just, I would say, test servers. I wouldn't recommend using the Lacewing test servers for your actual games, but yeah. So we'll create a lobby just called hi, something like that. Click create. See, we're in the game, we got the list right there, and we can refresh the other screen and we can see the game. We'll join, and you can see that we're actually in, and it lists the other player, which you're probably thinking why it's a number, and that's because we have it to automatically set the we have it to automatically set a player's name to just a random number. So if we open up another game, we can join. You can see that on this screen, this is the host screen right here. If I just pull both of these down, this is the host screen right here, and you can see how I'm moving around, right? So I'm on the top left. these two usernames are related to these two guys. So yeah. So now we know that the player list is actually working. That's pretty much another thing that you guys now know, is how to make a player list, and it's that easy. So I'm just going to save this real quick just in case. And what we're going to do next is we're going to set it up so that the host can only see this screen. I mean, you can probably duplicate this and make it a player list, but we're focusing on how to actually kick the players. So we'll just make a new group of events called kick player. And what we will do is click on the gears, compare global string and is host. If it equals is host, then we'll go to our player list and we will make it reappear. And then we'll also go uncheck it so that it is not visible at start. Hide at start. So it'll look like this, but that means that when you actually hop into the game, it won't be there. But if we run the game, and we're the host of the lobby, so just create a lobby, you can see that the list is actually there now because we have the permission to actually see it. And the reason for that is because when is host equals is host, it'll show the list. So the game now knows who the host actually is, and we can now give the host special permissions. So if I were to open up another game and join in, you can see that I don't have the list there. So yeah, we got a dog now. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So now we're going to actually focus on how you can actually kick the player. So if I just quickly check, what we're actually going to do is we're going to change it up because I saw how Sumo did it and it's a little bit different. So I think we'll try his way. So what he did was at not here. So when he double clicks and if wait, how? Oh, I see. Compared to general values, if the no, not that one. Get current line equals the peer name. Select a channel, selected peer name. It'll send the text, so we can change this now. This won't actually matter. So we'll do kick. So sends it like that. Well, we definitely have to delete that. And I think we should be all good now on this. So if I build this, we open it up. We'll open up 3 just so that we know this works perfectly fine. So the host will be over here, just put in a bunch of random characters. We will refresh our lists, we will connect, we will move the peers down here. So this is the host, these are the 2 different players, so if I double click on one, that's one, and that's another one. And we're the only one left. So yeah, that's pretty much how you kick players, it's that simple. Alright everyone, so if I just do a quick recap, because I kind of messed up the part in this video of me kicking the actual players. So I actually had to change some things, and I didn't exactly show everything that I did before. So we have the kick player group. I'm pretty sure we did the is host thing. Now this, whoa, I don't want to change that. So we added when we double click on the list object, and then we compared the two general values, which was our current what was currently being highlighted on the list, and if it we compared it to if it was equal to the peer's name that we want to kick. So when we double click it, it checks for that, and then it sends a text to the peer on subchannel 0, and it just sends kick. And what it does now, maybe I didn't show this, but if you guys want to take time to look at this, or I can just leave this in the description below. It's find exact string, and then it's the name of the list object, and then I think it asks you what value it's looking for. So what I did, I just put in the peer name, and then it asked for a flag, and I just set it to 0. So then the next thing, which was the last thing, was on text message from peer on subchannel 0. So this is being directed to a single player. So like I said before, server, which is to the whole entire server, like through subchannels and all that. But then there's servers, there's channels, which is to specific lobby or to your specific lobby. And then there's peers, which is to a specific player within a channel, within the whole server, but it's only being directed to that certain player. So when they receive this message, it'll kick them. Yeah, it'll kick them, and then it'll end their application, which closes the whole game out. So you can probably mess around with this, like it'll take you to a main menu, like you got kicked, blah blah blah. That's simple. So I think that's probably about it, what I'm going to do. I said I was going to take a look at a few more things, but the video's probably almost like maybe more than 20 minutes by now. But I think in the next video, I'll try to add in 2 things, and that'll be player names on top of each other, so, you know, and then we will also do player limit, so you can only have a certain amount of people in your lobby. So those things aren't really that hard. This wasn't really that hard, it just took a lot of explanation, but I'm sure most of you guys are kind of getting on with Lacewing now. I hope so. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and I'm going to try and be more recent with these videos, hopefully, and I'll see you guys in the next video.